Well, hello everyone. It's Dr. Drake 63 here again today. Thanks for tuning into my YouTube channel. Today I want to do something a little bit different and talk about the knives that I have that I use for hunting purposes, for general camping purposes, and potentially self-defense purposes. They don't go bang, they're not very exciting, but they're very easy to carry with you and probably more effective in a wider range of self-defense situations than certainly a rifle would be in many firearms. So with that controversial statement out there, let's take a look at my knives, and I'm going to talk about them. Brief overview. Okay, didn't mean to get you all riled up with that crazy electric guitar music there. Just taking a brief look at the knives that I'm going to talk about today, although the top one for sure, maybe the top two, were even getting out of the size of a knife and becoming something else. But this is just a small grouping of knives that I own, except for the very top one belongs to my son. This is the most oft-used knife I have. It's a little point-of-purchase thing I bought. It came in a 2-pack. It's extremely useful for opening packages. I use this more than any knife. It's kind of like a pocket knife, except it stays on my keychain. Next up, we have my oldest knife that I still have that I use. It's a 20-year-old Gerber GATOR, 3.76-inch blade, 5.4 ounces. This is my field dressing knife for deer. The shape of it, and especially that point, is real super handy for cutting through hide and not cutting the things you don't want to. So this has been a real good knife. You can see that it's extremely easy to deploy, and the blade is tight. After all these years, I've used this for a little bit of everything, and it's still around. Next up is a 6-inch Smith & Wesson fighting knife. This is called Search and Rescue. Obviously, Smith & Wesson doesn't make these. I don't know who does. It is what is called 7CR17 high carbon stainless steel. So you can see it's a nice 6-inch fighting knife. Taking a look at this, it's been used to open cans. It's been used to open bottles. Taking a look at the bolster there, very firm. This thing seems as well built to me is the next knife I'm going to show you, which is a K-bar, 8.5-inch fighting knife. So this is an inch or so longer than the standard K-bar knife. This is an 8-inch, excuse me. It's got the serrations there, which means that this knife's capable of doing a lot of jobs as well as cutting. Here you can see the blade geometry. No relief cuts. It's a nice heavy blade coming in at 12 ounces, 3/4 of a pound. This bolster here is crazy. If you punch that into something, it's going to do some damage. And from a self-defense standpoint, it gives you an almost non-lethal response. Great knife. Love the rubber grip. I'd love to have the K-bar in its regular 7-inch size. I believe I will have one. The last is also a K-bar creation called the Kukri. It's kind of heavy at 1.7 pounds. It's got 11.5-inch blade. Like I said, it belongs to my son. He is into knives like I am into guns, although this looks a lot like a machete to me. It's a big sucker, and you can chop some trees down that with that for sure. Starting with the Gerber GATOR, we're going to slice double thick, fold it over. It's basically a target. And as you can see, it cuts through, but I kind of got to push on this. It's mostly due to the blade length. As you can see, the double wide thickness of the paper. Now, I'm going to use this pig of a knife, this Smith & Wesson, 30 bucks. What do you got? Oh, you got some of that. I gotcha. As you can see, you can beat this thing up, you can use it, you resharpen it, and it holds it sharp real well. Here you go. Here's the big boy. This is what I got to say for you, Mr. Smith & Wesson. Last but not least, the ultimate self-defense tool. Maybe not. Both of the K-bars and the Smith & Wesson came with a workable sheath. I don't carry these around on my belt a lot, so I can't comment on to whether if they're good or not. If you would like to know more about these knives, or if you would like to see more in-depth reviews, please let me know. And again, as always, thank you for watching. This is Dr. Drake 63. Goodbye.